Welcome back to Teaching Math. Today we're going to explore how to graph linear equations using slope-intercept form, which is y equals mx plus b. Whenever you see an equation like this, y equals mx plus b, you should immediately think, I already have all the information I need to graph. This equation tells me two things, where the line starts, which is our b, and how the line moves, which is our slope, m. Let me give you our first example. First, I want to slow down and look at the structure. The number in front of x is 2, which is our slope. This will tell me how to move. And the number by itself is my y-intercept. So here, m equals 2 and b equals 3. Now let's graph it step by step, no shortcuts. Well, our step 1 should be a starting point. So that means we're going to find b. B is the y-intercept. That's where the line crosses the y-axis. Here, our b is the number that is by itself. So let's go ahead and write that. B equals 3. That means when x is 0, y is 3. Let's go ahead and write it as a point. So x should be 0 and y should be 3. I'm going to write x and y in here just for you to know. Okay, let's go ahead and plot that point. So x is 0 and y is 3. This is where the line begins. Every line in a slope-intercept form starts at the y-intercept. This means it's a point where it's crossing the y-axis. Our step 2 is using the slope. Our slope is m, which is 2. So really it means 2 over 1. We have to write it as a fraction. That means go up 2 and write 1. So we already have put the first point on the graph. So we're going to start at y-intercept. We're going to go up 2 and write 1. And notice that this is a positive slope. This is y. I'm going up and then right. Let's go ahead and do that. We're going to go up to 1, 2, and then 1 to the side. Do that again. Since this is a rate of change, it's going to happen over and over. Once you have 2 or 3 points on the graph, you can stop there and draw your line. And this is the graph for y equals 2x plus 3. Let's talk about what just happened, because this part is powerful. The equation gave me the starting point, which was my y-intercept, b. The slope told me how to move. That's all graphing really is. Let's move on to our next example. Now, this equation has a negative slope. First, find b, which will be the number by itself. b equals 4. Which is a point where x is 0 and y is 4. Let's plot that point on a graph. Now let's take a look at the slope. Slope is -1. You may ask, there's no 1 in there, but there's 1x. We usually do not 1 in front of the x, so it is -1. Let's write it as a fraction. -1 over 1. Which means we're going to go down 1 and right 1. So let's go ahead and do that. So we're going down 1 and right 1. Down 1 and right 1. I'm going to make this larger. Down 1 and right 1. And put your points there. Okay, we're ready to draw our line. So here it is. Wherever the slope is negative, we're going to go down to the right. Whenever the slope is positive, we're going to go up to the right. And that will help you get it right every single time. Now let's do a fraction, because this is where students usually hesitate. Y equals 1 over 3x minus 2. First, find b. Our b is -2, which means this is a point where x is 0 and y is -2. Let's plot that point. -2 will be in the bottom. Here we go. Next, let's write our slope. Our slope is 1/3. If you remember, we were converting a whole number into a fraction, but this is a fraction already. We don't have to do anything else. We just know that this tells us go upwards because it's a positive slope, 1, and then to the right, 3. Let's go ahead and do that. We're going to start at our y-intercept. As usual, we're going to go up 1 and 1, 2, 3 to the side and put our point. Up 1 and 1, 2, 3 to the side. And then we can do that again. And I think we're ready to draw our line. As you can see, this is a positive slope, and it is the line for y equals 1/3 minus 2. All right, as you can see, fractions are not bad. That's just one less step we had to do. I'm going to give you a simple checklist that works every single time. You can screenshot this or copy it in your notebook. Well, the first things first, that what we did is find a b and plot it. Remember, this is a point where x is 0. Write the slope. So I'm going to write this over here so you can see. Write the slope as a fraction. So if we had 2, we're going to write 2/1. And if it's fraction, leave it alone. Start at b. That is the point. Move up or down, then write. So if it's a negative slope, we're going to go down, right? If it's a positive slope, we're going to go up and to the right. And then you're ready to draw a line after you have a few points on the graph. Let's do a quick check so you can do this on your own. So let me give you an example. Y equals 3x minus 1. So pause the video here and try it on your own. Okay, so the first thing that you have to do is find the b and write the slope as a fraction. So the b is -1, and that means it's 0 and -1. We can plot that point on the graph. Then we're going to find our slope, which will be 3. And we're going to write this as a fraction. That means it's a positive. We're going to go up 3 and write 1. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to go up 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1 to the side. Can do that again. 1, 2, and 3, and 1 to the side. I think we have enough points to draw the line. So there you have it. Hope you got this one right. So graphing a slope-intercept form is not about memorizing tricks. It's about reading the equation. The equation tells you where to start and how to move. In the next video, we'll graph equations that are not already in this form and learn how to rewrite in a y-intercept form. That's when the things get really powerful. If you learned something new, please subscribe to the channel and like the video. And remember, learning math takes patience, practice, and perseverance. See you on the next one.